As an empath, have you ever been accused of saying something you didn't say, or blamed for something you didn't do? Did you ever wonder why this happens? I know many of you lovely empaths out there will have experienced either being wrongly painted as a villain, or you will have been on the receiving end of an unfair character assassination, and this is what I want to address today. Why are empaths always the villain? I have discussed this subject in my books and in several posts over the years, but with all this crazy energy affecting the people of the world, I thought it was a good idea to address the subject again here on YouTube. So, the question is, why are so many empaths attacked and villainized for no good reason? I've found 3 big reasons for this, one of the first being the mirror effect of an empath. So, I might hear you say, what does that even mean? Well, empaths can act like a mirror, in that they unintentionally reflect back what they feel in another. For example, when someone doesn't deal with their insecurities, such as shame, guilt or anger, and bury them, they tend to build within. Then when in an empath's presence, who reflects back these insecurities, an instant dislike can form on the other's behalf. Also, as empaths, when we pick up on other people's emotions and hidden insecurities, we can sometimes act them out. And what this does, is remind the other of what they are hiding from. In these cases, they won't know why they don't like you, but a dislike will be there. This could be seen as them bad-mouthing you, behind your back, or them being openly cold towards you. If this has been your experience, it could be that you are reflecting back the truth that they deny. Or there could be another reason, and that is, your vibration might have changed. Generally, as empaths, we're always working on ourselves. Often working to clear out toxic emotions, dark thoughts, or even outdated behaviors. We want to make our world into a better, brighter place, and we know that by making changes to ourselves it will also benefit the outside world. However, when we do this work and make any positive changes to our mind, body, or spirit, our energy becomes cleaner and purer. And this effectively speeds up our vibration. Which is a good thing for us, but not always for everyone else. Because, just like an empaths need not to be around people who constantly spew negativity, there are some who cannot stand being around those who give off a more positive energy. People sense change, whether it is visually apparent or not, and they can feel when another has changed their frequency. The thing is, not everyone is ready to raise their vibration. Some still have lessons to learn at their level and are not ready to move out of, for example, their negative ways. And because they are not ready to evolve, they may try to draw us back down. This can be seen in several ways, but usually as either a character assassination, or by snide remarks and unkind comments. Sadly, vibrating in a higher space can and does antagonize people, which might lead to unfair treatment. So, the third and final reason an empath might be painted as a villain is because of their sometimes aloof or detached ways. Normally, when an empath acts in a distant way towards others, it's because they are on emotional or energetic overload. If, for example, they've taken on too much negative energy, they might want to be invisible to others. So, they may switch off or avoid conversation. Unfortunately, these quiet ways might be considered as a snub or a form of disrespect. Or it could be misinterpreted as superior or judgmental behavior. It might even be considered as arrogance. Let's face it, most people don't feel an inch of what an empath does, and it is difficult for them to understand their need to withdraw. Sadly, the more insecure someone is, the more they are offended by their quiet or withdrawn ways. So, if someone develops an aversion towards you, for seemingly no good reason, if they attack you behind your back or paint you as the bad guy, remember it is not always because of something you have done, instead it could be an insecurity in them. As the old saying goes, hurt people, hurt people. Now, this is not to say an empath is perfect or that they are some kind of quiet saint. We all have flaws and weaknesses that we need to work through. The whole point of life is to evolve. But there will always be those who are threatened by an empath's light. And we need to know that that's okay. As long as we keep focused on what inspires or uplifts us, instead of on those who are offended by our empath ways, we will be alright. Okay, that's it for me today. If you want to learn more about empath life, you can head over to my blog where there are hundreds of posts written to help make an empath's journey easier. Or see any of my books. I will leave a link in the box below to my most popular one. Until next time.